Hey, it's Johnny Wrestling, or Johnny Takeover as my shirt says right now. I am here at Evolve in New York City, and you are watching Xtreme Virtual Pro Wrestling.
Xtreme! What's good? It's your boy Flores here. Got my homie, future money shot champion right here.
Alright.
You excited, man?
I'm ecstatic, yo.
I heard that Henderson put you in that qualifiers, so hopefully you get that and have that triple threat.
Hopefully, yeah. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, what are we here for today?
All right, man. So outside of the virtual wrestling ring, we're gonna talk about reality wrestling, and we got a top 5. Of course, it's for our topic is top 5 people who deserve to be Universal Champion. Basically, who people who can take that not title off Brock, but who just deserves to be Universal Champion. Because Brock's been holding it for so long, and I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan.
Yeah, keep that in mind, guys. When we say this, like, don't think like, oh, this person's gonna be Brock, and like, no, just fucking ignore this asshole.
Yeah.
Like, and let's just focus on.
He's not an asshole.
I mean, like, all right, it's just like, listen, I can't be mad at somebody that's like raping the industry correctly, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he's doing his job, right? He's fucking heel. Like, it's just, it sucks. Like, it's just like, it's like, damn, what the fuck we even had this belt for? But anyway.
All right, so.
It's not an episode about fucking how Brock is the worst Universal Champion.
He is not the worst, but whatever. Top 5 people who deserve to be Universal Champion. And I think we're just talking about the main roster of Raw. We're not talking about people who are in SmackDown and what.
Yeah, it's like our booking choices right now are being pretty realistic.
Realistic.
We're using the Raw roster.
There's no superstar shakeup. There's no joining of the brands right now that people think or probably might happen. Maybe if they got that Fox still, I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna jump into. I think what they're gonna do is a lot more cross. Like
yeah.
It's gonna be like how Survivor Series weekend is.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be more like that.
All right.
Like people are still on their own show, but it's gonna be more jumping in and out.
But yeah, top 5 people who deserve to be Universal Champion in the Raw roster right now. All right, who's your number 1? Oh, next, you know what? You start with 5.
Let's go with 5. Yeah.
5. All right.
You go first. Who's your 5?
All right, my 5th one is Braun Strowman. All right, so the reason why I say that because there's a time where he actually got that really nice push, but then I guess he fucked up on his lines and whatnot, and that kind of
that was really bad.
he was that camera angle was so wrong, and so the fact that you had Heyman here and Brock, and you have Braun there, and like having camera on Braun while he's about to cut his bro, nah, man. But he's most definitely one of Vince's favorite monsters, toys, as you can say. I mean, look at Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush, beautiful,
so nice, so good. But Bobby proved though he has Mike Burke.
Oh yeah.
Still this is a good teamwork. Like honestly, I'm glad they put them back together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right. I'll go with my number 5. So my number 5 is actually and I know a lot of people are gonna really, but I mean it's a good story. Roman. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm not a fan of Roman, but right now he's coming off the leukemia and everything. It's just
it's not a work. I don't think it's a work.
I don't think it's a work either, but I say never say never. You know what I mean? It could but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a work. Pretty sure this man was dying, but
yeah.
So from here, with Brock, it's with Brock. Well, with Roman,
yeah.
It's just it tells itself the story. You have so much potential there, and then as a baby face coming off this, and then you can have his Shield brothers back him up. There's a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, don't get me wrong. Again, this is my number 5 for a reason, because out of all people, and there's people that I think deserve. Not I'm I dream and I hope. You know what I mean? That's my number 1. But for sure, number 5, I would go with Roman. Because he's a solid pick. Coming off this, he's literally coming off this leukemia thing. It's just it writes itself. It's so easy.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely. The fact now, Roman as heel, can you imagine that as Universal Champion?
Nah.
No, want to be face?
Nah, I don't know. Because him as a heel is but we just got him. People are just cheering for him. Let's just relax.
Yeah.
He just got people cheering for him. Just now. Let's just let's ride this out a little bit.
Who do you think will be his All right, so let's say if he did become Universal Champion.
He'll just go
Brock left. Who do you think will face Roman? Who do you think will be Roman's challenger?
We have a whole smorgasbord of heels going on right now. Yeah. So, like, his first opponent, honestly, which would be great, probably have Rollins, have that brother fight real fast, get that over with. And then from there, you know, you could do Drew.
Yeah, I'd love to see Drew versus Roman.
Yeah. And possibly Braun. Remember that rivalry? That wasn't that bad. It was a lot. It was long. Yeah. They fought forever, but that'd be pretty good. With the Universal Championship belt between them, like, as like a reason.
Yeah.
Alright, so how about for you, number 4?
Number 4 is another guy who almost somewhat like, okay, this guy's most definitely gonna take it off Brock Lesnar, and it was actually his call up, and I kind of hated it because it was so predictable. But it was Bobby Lashley. I remember there was a time where people say, "Oh, Bobby Lashley should be like fight Brock Lesnar. They're both the same size, blah blah blah." But they didn't go with that. But I wanted Bobby Lashley. I was actually rooting for Bobby Lashley. He did amazing work in TNA. My man was holding at least 10 belts. He had every belt from TNA too. Amazing mic work if they actually let him on the mic. But actually pretty good now because I think it was against when Leo was challenging Finn for the IC belt. You have that segment with him, and I feel like he's like being that strict there, like, why did you do that, blah blah blah. But the chemistry he had with Leo, and the fact that he was able to speak without writing lines and shit like that. Like, my man was amazing. He's really good at cutting promos. If they actually give him the time and chance to actually do his stuff, he could be. He had all the features, man. He had total package, as they would say. But I would love to see Lashley as Universal Champion, especially with Leo behind his corner. That's really dope.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great. Because Leo's just so like wow, and, like he's good like in ring too. So it's like he's no slouch, but his mic work is incredible. Like this kid he's on fire with that.
Yeah, but I would love to see Lashley as Universal Champion. I mean, he's another guy with a spear. But now I think he starts doing spine busters and dominators also. So he has a really good moveset. My man can move, man. My man can move. So
he can sweat too.
And it kind of killed me that like he had like something with Sami Zayn. I'm like, oh man, you're just drowning my guy. But whatever, man.
Yeah,
Lashley.
It was like Sammy is heel, Leslie is face. It was like, what are we even doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
Number 4.
Yeah, let me jump in. My number 4, to keep up with the Shield mentality, Dean Ambrose. So okay, the thing with Dean right now is obviously like he's gonna be leaving. It's confirmed, but that could be a work. You never know, especially with AEW going on, and you never know. Like maybe they'll throw him the belt and stuff, and like Dean is just such a weird spot right now, like. And he's just getting funnier every week. He's being more charismatic.
He's so good. He's really good. Dude, being himself. You just gotta make him be himself, and he's amazing.
And it's just like, let's just see where they'll take us. Because the thing is, like, I'd hands down wouldn't mind. Like, because, for the past, like, 2 years, I was like, Dean Ambrose is fucking boring. Like, he's lackluster. But the writing.
His WWE Championship one was so boring, man. People weren't rooting for him.
Very boring, yeah. And but he's one of those guys that doesn't need a belt, though. That's the thing. That's crazy about him.
That's true,
Like, I'm it. But let's just see. Like, my vote is definitely like for number 4, Dean. You have that whole Shield story that could be going just for him to fight his first competitors, and he's gotten like a lot better on mic.
Oh yeah. If you make him be himself, that's all that matters.
And he's good in ring, so
What was that thing with him and Nia? We're trying to tease like into gender thing, but I don't know.
Nah, that was pretty funny. That could have been great. That could have been really good. But I guess that was more like a punishment thing. Yeah. They decided not to go with it.
My favorite thing from ever since he announced his retirement, or saying that WrestleMania is gonna be his last, that segment he had with EC3, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, where's 1 and 2?
And the fact that he knocked my man's mic down, like that was.
It was good. It was like he's definitely like
that's just shows you that as long as you make him be himself, like yeah.
So what's your number 3?
Number 3 is Prince Devitt, Finn Balor. Most definitely, my man needs to have a universe. Like he deserves that belt, man. It's just weird, but I'm happy that he has the IC belt. I think they're trying to test the waters to see, okay, what can he do with the IC belt and whatnot, and it's a good look. It's amazing good look, and my man deserves to be Universal Champion. I mean, full package. I mean, I guess that thing he had with Roman and whatnot, as Roman, like, he gave him that nice push. There's no man that deserves this rematch more than Finn Balor. So they finally had that match, but it just sucks. I would love to see somebody like Finn hold it, especially a small guy. My man does not have the Vince look for the Vince loves monsters, but give a guy Finn that belt, I'm pretty sure he'll do wonders with it, especially as Demon Balor. But
dude, a piece of wood would do better than Brock right now. Like, honestly, not even than Brock Lesnar, but it's just like,
I mean, the match he had with Brock Lesnar was pretty dope. You gotta admit,
that was alright.
Brock works better with small people, sadly, because
Brock doesn't work.
But I mean, and the fact that you still have the club there, I would love to see Finn with the club.
Such wasted potential.
But Finn has the moveset, he has the looks, chicks love him, the people love him, Balor for everyone, But Finn deserves it. I really do admit, he would be my number one, but there's a guy that I love as my number one, and he does it.
You love more than Finn.
Oh yeah, but Finn Balor most definitely deserves it. I would love to see him with the Universal Champion. I'm pretty sure after he loses it, and he'll move on to that Universal picture, or maybe the WWE Champion picture. You never know, the shakeup and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true. So for my number 3, is gonna be Drew McIntyre. With Drew, is just like, he's doing good. He was good in NXT. He was pretty fun, pretty entertaining. He was pretty good as a face, but like as a heel, I'm liking his work. Definitely has a heelish look to him, to say the least.
Yeah.
And he's such a monster. This kid is like so huge now. I mean, like I seen watching the other day the 2010 Royal Rumble, and he looks so small compared to how he is now, and like he definitely has the look Vince is looking for. He definitely has like a lot. Like that Claymore kick just looks so devastating.
The fact that he's doing it from out of nowhere now, it's like,
yeah, they're like
it's the new Sweet Chin music.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like
kick.
they're building it up, and it's like it's nice. And like the thing is, like with Drew, the only thing is like, other than the look and stuff like that, and like his in ring is good. But other than those things, like the only thing I would have to say is like maybe it's a little lackluster his character. But other than that, like I could totally see him have a Universal Championship, but not too. Like honestly, I don't see him having it for long. So that's why he's that's why he's my number 3.
So tall though.
Yeah, but I don't see him like I mean, like, but it tells itself. It's a perfect David and Goliath story right there.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking about NXT run, I did not. I think that's one of the runs I didn't like. From Drew, his NXT run was so short, but even though like
they called him up like instantly.
Yeah.
Vince
I mean, like he got injured. I remember because of the CM. I think that's when CM was champ. Yeah. But he got injured and all that shit. But like, I didn't like him as face. He most definitely should have been a heel NXT guy, and when he had that belt.
Yeah, but alright. So who's your number 2?
Number 2, Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Most definitely, that guy deserves to be Universal Champion again. I mean, and him taking off Brock, I could see it happen.
Was he ever Universal? I don't think he was. I think
was he?
He had a lot of chances.
No, he bit. No.
Yeah, no. He had a lot of chances. But
Yeah. He injured Balor, then I think then Kevin Owens, right? Yeah. But yeah, my man deserves to be Universal Champion. He has the look. He has the moves. For Christ's sake, he's winning the crowd over with his nice face promos. Seth freaking Rollins, Monday Night Raw, like that. He has the mic work and all that stuff. But I do like him to be heel again if he ever gets that belt, because heel Rollins is probably my favorite Rollins in Raw. That laugh. Like I could see it happen, man. And betraying the Shield and all that shit was amazing. So seeing heel Rollins would probably be what's best for WWE, especially when he holds that belt. I would like to see him hold that belt, but I don't know. Like, I think that's why he's my number 2, because if he goes freaking face and wins it, like, it's not gonna win over the crowd that much. I don't think so. But I love his moveset. I mean, you can't be heel. You can't be face and have that curb stomp forever. The curb stomp is such a heel-ass move.
I mean, it depends like who you do it to, because like somebody is really heel is like, yeah, just desserts, finally, man. Like, but just like cleave his head off. Thanks, you're such a hero.
Me stomping your head is not a face move, man.
Very face. It's the next step up, yo. We call it the step, yo. It's not a curb stomp. It's a stomp. Stomp in the yard, man.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go with my number 2, right?
Yeah, it's your number 2, man.
My number 2 is this guy copied me actually. Yeah. I also go with Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. He was good. He has some mystique around the belt now. He's like, he's like really close to winning it a couple of times now. And on top of that, like the whole Shield story. Like the thing is, like you say you want him as a heel. I think he'll be great as a face. I think he's riding that face momentum right now. The crowd's digging him. He's good as a face. He's very good. Like,
I don't like his motivational speeches, man.
Yeah,
John Cena does better as a motivational speech than fucking Seth freaking Rollins.
Nah, but Seth Rollins is like, because you've seen like this character of him. You've seen the story where it's like he's been a bad guy. He's been the heel. He's been like the heel, and then from there, now it's like, wow, like he's going back with his brothers. You know what I mean? And it's like. It's definitely like, and then again, you had the whole Shield story. Like I know my list had all Shield members in it, but it's for a reason, because like a lot of them do deserve it. And on top of that, like with Rollins being like number 1 out of all of them deserving it, like obviously he has the opportunity against Brock right now, which I don't think he'll win, but whatever. Hopefully he does. He has that big Royal Rumble win backing him up now. And the thing is, like, Seth Rollins is amazing in the ring. Like, in the ring, heel, face, he's still like. He could tell a story in the ring alone.
I mean, that gauntlet match he had, that like 1 hour and a half freaking gauntlet match, proves that my man can work, put in time, and all that stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah, he has a really good run. That's why, like, honestly, like, and then Rollins as his face, like, I'm really digging it, and I think that'll be like definitely the wave for WWE to go. But we'll just see from we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, your
number 1 is Drew freaking McIntyre. I enjoyed. Kind of. I mean, we had some. Well, outside of that, you said Dean. I was like, But yeah, I love Drew McIntyre. Most definitely one of the guys that most definitely can take it off Brock Lesnar. But one man who I can see myself deserve that championship run. I mean, Drew with a Universal Championship equals like more ratings. And like that ratings will skyrocket if my man had that belt. Because I can see him be in the show every night defending it. And the fact that he has, like, goons behind him, like the Dogs of War, I believe, with Lashley, Corbin, now Elias. Like, my man can put up a really good story. And he has amazing mic work. That look, the fact that he's tall, muscular, long hair, tan. The fact that he can move in the ring, I see his run when he left TNA and become in the Indies, and my man, like, if you look at back stuff, but like during the indie days, he has a lot more moves outside that Claymore kick, But I love to see Drew hold that belt, especially his mic work. I did not like his NXT run, but it's whatever. But I can see him hold that belt for a really long time.
All right, so my number 1 pick, right? Because like. We switched our numbers. My number 1 is like, I don't know how he was so low on your list. Finn Balor, number fucking 1.
He's a small guy, man. He's a small guy.
Who gives a fuck? This guy's amazing in the ring. He tells like such a good ass story, and he's retarded like fit. Like it's like literally mentally handicapped. Like how fit he is. And the thing is, like,
he ain't no Drew McIntyre though, bro.
No, yeah, because he's better. He can tell a way better story. He could like. It's like it's more believable, and it's like he's a better champion. Like you want to root for him.
Finn got Claymore kicked how many times by Drew McIntyre?
I mean, like Finn has how many belts compared to Drew, and he actually was number 1 first ever Universal Champion. And it's like, yo, if you fight the Demon, like, yo, it's like it's over. Like, listen, I don't care how fucking big you think you are, the Demon will just slay you. Like the Demon, like he's like, listen, Drew is like, yo, his merch sales aren't that great. He's just tall. Don't get me wrong. I know he's on my list. I know I'm cheating on this guy. But like, he's not a bad performer at all by any stretch of the imagination.
But Finn's amazing.
But Finn just has so much. Like he hits so many demographics. Like he literally brings so much to the table.
Chicks
and on top of that, like It's just not even that. It's just like he has such a good story going into this. Like he was the first Universal. He didn't lose it. Like he didn't lose it. He did not lose it. Like this man is our Universal Champion still. Like
I think he will win it when he becomes a demon.
yeah, of course. And the thing is like. It's like for toy sales, like literally, you know how many toys they can make for every appearance he'll have, like every pay-per-view, new toy. You know what I mean? Like him as whatever the paint, like you know he does, and like the thing is, like
they're protecting Demon Balor too, man.
They are because it's like you don't want that to like.
You don't want him to lose.
Yeah, he lost to Joe already, and then like Joe is nothing on the main card, unfortunately.
Sadly,
Yeah, he's great. Joe is fucking awesome, but like unfortunately, he's doing nothing on the card. And like, listen, the fact is, like, all right. Balor brought us, like, Balor was our first Universal Champion. He never lost it. He's a great competitor. Week in and week out, he's always there. He hasn't been injured in a while. Granted, he did get injured, like, in his tenure with WWE from NXT onward, he only got injured twice, and then the second time wasn't even his fault.
yeah.
Then again, not to say Rollins is, like, a dangerous worker, because he's not. Rollins, like, you know, shit happens. Like, this is wrestling. You know, they're putting their bodies to the test. And, like, literally, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, yeah, Rollins fucking shelved them. And, like, no, it was an accident. Shit happened. Don't get me wrong. It was such a bad turn of events because it was, like, Rollins and, I mean, like, Rollins did it to Finn and then after Sting. And it was, like, wow, back to back.
Yeah.
It just felt like he was, like, very unsafe. But, like, he is a good worker. And then, like, it's just, like, honestly, Finn deserves all the opportunities. And he'll just
They book him
tell us a
good,
great
though.
story.
They're booking him right.
Yeah, I mean, finally, like, for a while, he was just like a glorified fucking jobber, and it was annoying. It wasn't cool. It was like, and even now with the IC belt, his program with Lashley, like, it's just like they're protecting Lashley. They didn't want Finn to get the pin on him, and it's like this IC championship needs to end with like, well, this feud needs to end with Finn pinning Lashley clean. And not even Demon Finn. I mean, they do Demon Finn. I wouldn't mind, but...
Yeah, but not regular Finn. They need to book regular Finn.
Better.
Yeah, better.
Because he just needs that push. And, like...
And his matches with Leo Rush is fucking beautiful, man. I could see those guys fight forever. Leo Rush and fucking Finn Balor. Give me that again. Shit. Those guys can work, man. And I love both. I love fucking both of them.
Yeah, Leo's definitely very, like, accomplished. Like, he's a very good worker. Like,
yeah. But yeah, man. That's our top 5.
Don't forget, he voted number 5, Strowman. So,
Hey, he's
just,
big.
Come on, man. Come on.
Hater.
Come on. What's Strowman even doing, yo? Like, what's he doing right now? I'm trying to think. Like, what's he doing right now? Who is he still fighting this fucking guy? Baron Corbin? Like, wow. And then on top of that...
I'm about to change my list. Baron Corbin number 1 for Universal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's Badass Billy Gunn along here with Bull James, former student of mine. Tell these people what they're watching.
You guys are watching Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling on the YouTube.
On the YouTube, that's right. Hey, and of course, if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Extreme.